Madhav, two things arise out of this entire controversy of Mahua Moitra receiving extremely expensive gifts and asking questions in the parliament, as has been alleged in the complaint by Advocate Dehadrai. And there is a clear precedent of this. 2005, if you remember, 11 MPs took cash for questions. Those 11 MPs were then expelled by Parliament. They challenged it in the Supreme Court because a previous judgment in JMM bribery case said if you take money and then you vote, parliamentary privileges, parliamentary immunity will have a role. So these were expelled. They went to Supreme Court and Supreme Court upheld the expulsion. Supreme Court said that this is a self-protecting mechanism of a parliament to do so. So one thing, let's be very clear. What will happen in parliament if the parliament by majority decides to expel her? That is one legal or one parliamentary option which is hanging over her. The second is the criminal case. Because there is a CBI case, the person alleged to have the login access, the person alleged to have given gifts, now comes out in affidavit and says that yes, I did have a login access, says that there was a conspiracy, including, I read in one paragraph, international elements were involved. We do not know what those international elements were, but in the similar time period, we saw a short selling operation by George Soros. Whether it is connected to this case or whether it is swimming in the same pool, the investigative agency will have to see. But the third aspect, that he helped in renovation of the house, that expensive gifts were taken, expensive gifts were given, which is couched in a language, but it is pretty clear that gifts were given. So then all three elements come into it, that you were doing a favor in your official position, which you're in a position to do. You were giving your logins and you were receiving expensive gifts to Cardiac business house and the Prime Minister. That, if proved, is the textbook definition of corruption.